values. Call 452-2324 or visit at 584 Nashville Pike in Gallatin and experience the service and benefits drawn from the resources of this expanded network. Alexander Funeral Home.
Smyrna will kick off. Woodard is the kicker. Deep are Antonio Butler and Sanchez Holder. And Woodard probably has not been quite as consistent as has Ethan Ingham in kicking to the end zone this year. But he's a good kicker, and this one's high in the air. And it will be taken at the 5 by Butler. Now to the 10, 15. Right side, 20. Breaks one seam of tacklers there and gets out across the 25 to the 27-yard line and down there. So Craig makes the tackle.
Hard licks being passed out there on those kickoffs. I'm telling you. Of course, we've seen a lot of that in pro football here lately, too. Those licks, those kids passed on each other coming down that field. They set that wedge, and then you got your wedge busters, as you call them, coming down there, and there's some tremendous licks hit sometimes.
Well, Antonio got a good spot. He's out to they got the spot to the 29-yard line. Zach O'Brien, DJ Woods, and Marco Wright are all to the left side of the field. Clint Maynard to the right side of the field. Butler will keep it into the middle. Now cuts back outside to the right side and has 8 or 9 yards on the carry. He's dragged down by the shoulder pads, or with the shoulder pads, by Rodriguez Wilkes.
And all he did that time, Skip, was grab and hold on, because I'm telling you, Butler's so elusive. If the defensive guy gets one-on-one with him, he's in trouble. You better get a hold of Jersey and hold on.
Second and a short 2. You didn't hear Coach Hunt at the halftime, Calvin, because you were out working with some other tasks, but Antonio Butler is being courted by Vanderbilt baseball coach Tim Corbin. Also, they could be pitching for the same team next year.
I heard that. I heard that they was interested in it.
Handoff to Sanchez Holder on second down. May have the First State Bank first down. No, it will not. He's a half a yard short of the first down. Well, no, it is a first down. I'm sorry. I was looking at the 40-yard line, and all he needed was the 39.
Right. They're moving the sticks.
First State Bank first down for the Greenway. Down by 15 points. No, more than that. 21-6.
Looking for Jimmy Masters on that chain game. I see him walking off down the field. I guess he's just a head man.
Yeah, it is a 15-point deficit. My math's right. Snap to the shotgun Butler. Butler throwing out here. Complete to DJ Woods. It was a great catch. Tackle made by Donovan Craig. But that was a great catch. Only 5 or 6 yards, maybe 6 yards on the catch. But he just gave every effort to one-handed.
Right, he really did. Butler was rolling to his left, and the receiver made a cut over here to the sideline, but Butler threw behind him. So he was running to the sideline and had to go back over his left shoulder to catch the ball and catch it one-handed. That was an outstanding catch.
Tough throw for a right-handed thrower to roll to your left and throw across your body.
But, Skip, they do it better that way than they do the other way, because you have to get your shoulder around.
That's true. All right, second down. Butler will pitch the ball out here to Sanchez Holder, and Craig will upend him at the 46-yard line.
I'm telling you, he made a nice shoestring tackle right there. He really did. Butler, we would have been for long, big yardage on that one, but he was being blocked and went down and made it, and still made the tackle.
Bobby, are you going to that homecoming dance next weekend, next Friday night?
Saturday night.
Next Saturday night, are you going to go? Your wife is a Hendersonville graduate, I know, not a... I don't want to bring up any hard feelings in the family. Here's Antonio Butler, fakes the pitch, will try to take it back inside and be thrown back. He got maybe to the line of scrimmage and maybe a yard, but no more. Yeah, they're going to give him a yard progress there. Tackle was by Kyle Frazier. So you're going to take Robbie or not?
In all probability, we might drop in.
Okay.
As Kenny Rogers in the first edition said, drop in to see what condition their condition is in.
I understand. Satterfield will punt on fourth down. It's 4th and 3. Satterfield will stand at his 34-yard line to receive the snap.
Nice snap.
And got it away, and he got a good one. Well, it's shanked, though, off the left side. It looked good until I saw the angle on it.
Yes, but that's what he wanted, Skip.
Yeah, he didn't want Wilkes getting that ball.
He did not want number 5 to return that football, so his instructions were kick it out of bounds.
It will be placed at the 26-yard line.
We've got to make a stop right here.
Yeah.
Now, we didn't put any points on the board on that opening drive of the second half, but now we've got to make a stop here defensively. If Smyrna goes in and scores here, Skip, it will not look too good for us. Will not be too good for us.
Gray is in the shotgun, Bryson beside him. 2 wideouts left, 1 right, and Gray throwing again. Complete out there. This time it's Martin, I believe. Bill Martin on the catch, and good for about 8 or 9 yards. He's just picking you. He picks you, and then he'll give you the deep shot.
Yeah, that's exactly right, and he's reading pretty well the open man too. That's the thing about it. He's hitting the guy that's open, so he knows his coverages. He knows who's supposed to be open, and he's doing a good job of going to him.
2 receivers right with Rodriguez Wilkes to the left. Martin and Hager are to this right side. Handoff is Bryson. Bryson paid for that one. He got hit by Sweat. And way underneath is Jonte Gleaves and also number 60 for the Green Wave.
That was a hard...
That's DeAndre Ray.
That was a hard yard or 2 right there.
Yeah.
They got the first, though. That's what they wanted to do.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Dogs.
Wilkes has not left the field tonight, has he?
I haven't seen him off the field.
No.
At halftime was the only time he left. I'm not sure he sat down then. Gray under center in an I formation, 2-step drop, pops it out there to Wilkes on the sideline. Wilkes dragged out of bounds. Good jersey tackle out there by Sanchez Holder.
You know, I was talking to somebody at halftime that been involved in baseball and everything. They said this quarterback for Smyrna was throwing fastballs in the 90-mile-an-hour
95,
range,
yeah.
when he was very young.
Oh, my goodness.
Like freshman or sophomore. I think he's a senior now, but when he's freshman, sophomore, they said he was whipping about 90 miles an hour. He's throwing that football like that, too.
Yes, he is. Handoff. Bryson, secondary, Bryson, sideline, Bryson, 40-yard line. He already had 60-something yards at halftime. What'd that get him, another 16, Calvin?
At least or more. I'd say more than that. I don't know exactly what yard line it was on, but he gained more than that, I believe.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Gained 18.
Okay.
I knew it was more than 16, Skip.
Yeah, a lot more, wasn't it?
Oh, man.
Bryson remains in the shotgun with Gray in the shotgun. Now throw to the sideline is Wilkes. He came back to get that ball, tried to put the move on Holder. Holder helps wrestle him out of bounds.
Skip, they're just constantly hitting us with 5, 6, and 7-yard passes, and we can't do a whole lot about it because they got us spread from sideline to sideline and isolating our defensive backs, and they can't come up tight or we'll get beat deep, so they got to give them a cushion, and they're just picking us just 6, 7 yards at a whack.
And here's how proficient they've been. He's throwing these bullets at these receivers, and they're catching it with their hands.
Yes, they are.
Not their bodies.
Yes.
I mean, they are so used to his velocity. Here's the snap. Got it to Bryson, nearly busted it up, and Bryson will make a little bit out of it and just scramble to the 34-yard line.
He's a scrapper for such a young kid, isn't he?
Yeah, Tyler Reed, the tackler that time.
He is a scrapper. He just, like Ben, he just wouldn't go down. He just keeps fighting for it. I can see why the little young, I can see from 9th grader, if he is a 9th grader, I can see why he's playing because he's very scrappy.
He'll be seasoned by senior year, won't he?
Isn't that the truth? Now we're sitting here 3rd and about 5, 3rd and 4, something like that. And all they got to do is now we're going to play a little tighter on them now. We've moved up a little bit.
Yeah.
We're not giving them that little, well, now we're backing off.
And you got Butler on Rodriguez over there this time.
Right.
So here is Gray throwing. Got it complete to Martin. Or Hager. Let's see which one it is. Martin, yeah.
Picked up, what, 7?
Yeah.
Just a stop pattern. All he did. Run down the field, stop. He turns, that football's waiting on him.
Woods and Matthews on the coverage there and the tackle. But it's another 1st down for the Dogs.
And the thing about it is those are so hard when a quarterback throws it on a timing break like he's throwing it, as soon as they turn around, the ball is waiting on them. It's hard to defense that. Hard to defense it.
Gray goes under center this time with an I formation. 2 wideouts right, 1 left. And Gray's going for Wilkes downfield to the end zone. He makes the catch in front of Boo Butler and takes it on into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I'm not sure he didn't push again.
He's deceptive.
I think he does a good little job of pushing with that hand, but the main thing he does is get up in that air.
Yes, sir.
His vertical jump, he got it up at the highest point and took it.
That's his second touchdown of the night. And it's the second touchdown pass thrown to him by Gray. And so Woodard will attempt the point after, and if he makes it, it'll be 28-6. Snap, back, placement down, kick away, and should be good, and is.
Yep.
It's 28-6 Smyrna with 5:42 remaining in the third quarter on WHIN.
Member and get significant savings now. SumnerStationFitness.org or call 452-0619.
This is a sideline warning.
Probably a sideline warning. We saw a flag thrown during the timeout at the Gallatin sideline, but I don't think it was a sideline. I think it was the fans, Calvin, that were all over the officials on the push-off.
We were talking, I wasn't paying a bit of attention out on the field.
I think the fans have seen some of this hand action by Wilkes on the defender out there. I'm not sure. All right, Chris Yoder is the kicker this time for Smyrna. Still Butler and Holder are the deep guys. Yoder will approach and kick a pooch kick.
Hit that one good.
It's caught by an upfield player. That's Adam Womack, who brings it back up to the 39-yard line. I'll give Womack good credit for this. He watched it all the way in, made the catch, and returned it straight up the field. That's exactly what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and we got good field position here. We're on the 39-yard line.
Yeah.
Bobby, I've just noticing right there that Wilkes did lead on kickoff. He gets a break on the kickoff. He's not on the kickoff team.
But back out there at free safety now. Snap to Butler. Butler looking at pressure. Breaks out of some of it. Now breaks for a good gain to midfield and a First State Bank first down. Craig brought him down. There's a flag thrown at the point of the tackle. Maybe a face mask. Probably the inadvertent one.
He slammed him down pretty good. They took a little extra effort in slapping him down that time. So
it is the long one. Here goes the guy, the official up here. So he indicated personal foul, face mask.
Right.
So it's a First State Bank first down inside the Smyrna 35-yard line.
The foundation for this Smyrna team was laid a few years ago when their middle school beat Murfreesboro Middle School, coached by Gallatin's old coach, Ray Barnes. They had like a 7 or 8 year unbeaten streak, and Smyrna beat them.
Here comes the snap to Butler. Under pressure, now scrambling, looking for some room, and will be thrown down at the 35 by Corey Cameron. And that is a virtually no-gain play, isn't it?
And he's getting tired.
Yeah, he is.
2 or 3 times now he's scrambled. You can see his body movement going back to the huddle. He's a little winded.
Down at the 35.
In is Marco Wright. Sanchez Holder will stay in at running back.
He's
O'Brien and DJ Woods go wide to the right side. Wright and Harris are to the left side as receivers. Snap to Butler. Throwing over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Marco Wright.
Butler very tired. I'm not sure that didn't have something to do with that pass right there.
Yeah, and he's pointing at his chest saying, my fault, Marco.
Yep. Because the receiver was open. You know, actually, these two teams are almost mirrors of one another.
Yeah.
Gallatin's putting 3 out on one side and 3 wide outs on one and 1 on the other side. And just exactly what Smyrna's doing. A lot of the high schools are going to that now.
Twins each way for the wave. And in the gun, here's the snap to Antonio. Comes out, little screen pass to Sanchez Holder. Holder hit at the sideline by Craig and by number 18, Cleve Shaw. And it's going to be 4th down and 7.
Just kind of a little almost a little screen pass to the left there. Just let him try to get all his own.
So we're at 4:04 of the 3rd quarter and a 28-6 lead for Smyrna.
I can't get over how football has changed over the last few years, Skip.
Gallatin with 3 receivers right, 1 left. Now Holder will go in motion to the right to put 4 in the flood out there. And Antonio looking and is wrapped up for no gain.
I don't know why we didn't throw that one out there, because he was open out there.
Yeah.
He might have thought that Smyrna read it and was going to be there. But football has really changed. You know, now you end up now with one back in the backfield, and that's your quarterback, and you're spreading people from sideline to sideline, and that sure is a lot different from when I coached.
Oh, yes.
When you just lined up and hit each other in the mouth. And
it's a long way from Goo Baby running in an eye, isn't it?
It sure is. Just see who could play some hard-nosed football. Now they spread it out and play basketball with it, really. They just pitch it around.
I still remember, Lo, those many years ago, you came to me and we were getting ready to start the season. I said, who's going to be your tailback? He said, you know, Skip, I can't remember whether it's going to be, I can't determine whether it's going to be Tony Jones or Goo Baby.
Yeah, that's right.
One of them's going to be fullback, one of them's going to be tailback, one of them hadn't beat the other one out yet.
Yeah.
That was in the preseason practice.
Yep.
And they were both good players.
They sure were.
Here's Gray under pressure, gets away from one tackler, will scramble now 40, 45, 50, and out of bounds at the Gallatin 49.
Yes, sir. And did exactly what his coach told him to do, too, I bet. Get all you can get and get out of bounds. You know, he's got pretty good speed.
Well, yeah, and he's already been hobbled by injury once this season,
right.
You know.
Yeah, he's checking that knee.
Yeah.
He slid down here on this carpet that we got down here on the sideline, and that'll take a little skin off of you.
I'll tell you, folks have to remember that Coach Scott Hunt, our baseball coach, and any other baseball knowledgeable guy will tell you, pitchers throw with their legs as much as their arms.
Oh, yes, sir.
And he has to be careful of knees and legs and arms and everything. So here's the snap to Gray, the fake to Bryson, the throw out there intended for the tight end, number 84. That's Kelly, what is his?
Gallatin's got an injured player, I believe, out there, Skip.
Yeah.
See a young man holding his knee.
Oh, yeah. Over on the far side. That was Torres the intended pass was for. Who is that that's down, Bobby?
60.
Okay, that's Spencer Sweat, I believe, number 60. No, it's not. DeAndre Ray. DeAndre Ray is down. With timeout and 3:31 remaining in the 3rd. Your score, Smyrna 28, Gallatin 6.
Think about this. You climb a tree, cut a limb, break a leg. Think about this. Call Tommy Bowes. He uses his bucket truck, cuts and removes the limb. Everybody's happy. What a plan. When you need trees or limbs removed, call Tommy Bowes at 476-9009. Free estimate. When it comes to trees, Tommy Bowes knows.
Attorney Art McClellan is proud once again to support the Green Wave and the fans. If you have need of legal counsel, whether it's a deed, will, or litigation, call 452-5872. Attorney Art McClellan, a good man to have on your side. The choice is yours. When you have a collision, whoever repairs your car is your choice. Make the best decision. Have Big Jenkins.
At first, he was keeping it completely weightless, but now he's beginning to walk a little bit, but still with some help. And he's a good tackle for the Green Wave coach.
Yes.
He's a big loss.
Yes, you don't like those starting people to have to come out of there.
So you got Will Pate in at tackle now. Gray signaling out here to the right side to Torres. And the snap. And Gray throwing long for Wilkes. It's complete touchdown.
Wow.
Sanchez just could not put up with that big strength body down there.
No, he really couldn't. That ball was a little underthrown, too, and he just turned around and caught it in his breadbasket, really.
Yeah, only threw it 52 yards, underthrown.
Me.
Darn.
What a play. Oh, me.
34-6 now
Well,
is the
what's the
Smyrna
difference
lead.
is that this kid, Wilkes, adjusts to the ball.
Yep.
If the ball's underthrown, he'll come back and get it. If it's high, he jumps and gets. That one there was a pretty good pass, but he had to slow down to catch it.
Yep.
He knows where the ball is when it's going to come to him.
Chris Yoder will attempt the point after. The kick is away and is good. Now it's 35-6. Smyrna leads Gallatin with 3:23 left in the...
Donahoe, Holt and Leg Insurance, Nashville, Pike, and Gallatin.
Well, we have 3:23 left in the third quarter. We do not want this to get any more out of hand if you're Coach Laster, I think, Coach Short.
No, not at this stage. You need to get the football and keep control of the football, because these people, it don't take but a couple plays, and this Smyrna team can be in that end zone.
Woodard will kick off for Smyrna. Butler and Holder are deep. Now, they pooch kicked last time with another kicker. Let's see if they do this time. No, he'll take it long. Real long. And it's in the end zone. Butler will field it a yard deep. Touchback, 1st and 10 for the Green Wave at the 20 when we come back.
No matter how much we prepare, we're never emotionally ready for death. But Family Heritage Funeral Home can at least explain the advantages of having made preparations prior to your need. Why not call Family Heritage and make an appointment, sit down and talk about your wishes and your needs? Family Heritage can help families of all faiths and creeds in their religious service, and memorials too. Family Heritage Funeral Home at Albert Gallatin and North Water.
Right. Here's Butler, fakes to Sanchez Holder, holds the hands off the other back to Von Fields. Fields to the 22-yard line and pushed down. First guy to get there was number 18, Cleve Shaw.
Well, I think what they would like to do right now, if they could, Skip, is move the ball down the field a little bit, and particularly by running, if they could, to take some time off of this clock. Because if you start getting in a shootout with Smyrna, which we're already behind 35-6 here, you don't want to get in any more of a shootout. You'd like to take some time off the clock.
They have scored 5 straight touchdowns since we scored on our opening drive.
Right. I believe I stand to be corrected, but I don't think they've punted all night.
They have not. Butler, the snap, fakes to Holder, now spins and throws upfield. Pretty complete out there. DJ Woods tried to break the tackle, and Wilkes just had the strength to drag him on out of bounds.
Yeah, that's pretty pass. That was well executed.
So First State Bank first down.
Mitchell faked the handoff to the left and then turned and rolled to his right, and the receiver was wide open, and he put it right on the money.
Bobby, got a report on DeAndre Ray yet?
DeAndre Ray has a bad sprain. Probably won't see no action tonight. Dr. Dyer said they'll have tests done on it probably Monday morning. That's your third quarter sideline report for Southern Sports Medicine.
Dr. Tom Gouch is a board-certified physician, specializes in the treatment of shoulders and knees. Visit Southern Sports Medicine Institute today on Hartsville Pike. Here is Antonio Butler. He's broken 1, now 2, and he's broken the sideline. And you are right, Calvin. He is gone to the end zone. Give him the touchdown for the Green Wave. That one is 60 yards, 63 yards on the score, and it perks up this Gallatin crowd now, 35-12 the score, and the Wave probably going to have to go for 2.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. Wilkes can't run with him.
No.
I watched that going down the sideline when Butler cut it back to the right side over there, and Wilkes was trying to chase him down from the rear or whatever. That was no contest.
Antonio is making a move to the hash mark to get this play on this 2-point conversion, thinking, oh, don't make me run this again.
No, that's a long run. That boy's he's had a long night.
You did it with Corey Lewis.
Well, yeah, but he was used to taking a punishment. He knew he had to do it.
Here comes the snap to Antonio, and he dives to the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That's good. That's pride right there.
Well, that's what a young man that's a great athlete will do for you. He'll make the long run. I think Corey's run broke through that line of scrimmage, Calvin.
He went right up the beard there all
Yeah, he went up right through the middle, and then he made a sharp cut to his right and went behind the pursuit, and he was gone.
Ethan Ingham will approach. They're going to attempt an onside kick. And it will not get the necessary 10 yards.
Long enough again. They tried the same thing. When was it? Uh-oh, look out.
Well, they threw a flag over there, and the flag was thrown because it goes, the kickoff went out of bounds.
Yeah, we had a little extra.
But there's a little talk, little mouthing going on,
a little extracurricular about the 50-yard line there.
Yeah.
You know, if you look down the field, there's 6 or 7 cops around the field, and I asked one of them, what's going on? He said, we've got reports we're going to have a streaker.
Well, I'm going to be looking.
So what have they got, nets?
Male or female?
I did one of those at a basketball game one time.
Male or female, Bobby?
I didn't get that far.
Timeout Smyrna with a minute 50.
Boyers and Todd Burwell. They truly take an interest in you, their valued customer. The door's always open for a little conversation, a cup of coffee, and a lot of banking experience. At Citizens Bank, 150 West Main in Gallatin. Visit them on the web at citizensbkhart.com, member FDIC.
A new running back is in the game for the Dogs. It's David Sanders, a senior at 185 pounds. And there is a flag thrown as Sanders is dragged down for basically a yard gain at the very most by a host of the Wave, led by number 49. That's Tyler Reed. This will be a blocking infraction, and I think a 10-yard penalty. And it's holding back to the Smyrna 47-yard line. Now with a minute 45 remaining, here comes Martin and Hager to the right side. Wilkes and a new receiver in the ball game for Smyrna. Jonah Hendricks go wide to the right side. Sanders at running back stays in there beside Gray in the shotgun. And a flag and a whistle at the snap of the ball. This, I think, may be procedure on the part of Smyrna.
Yeah, and the Smyrna's kind of falling apart right here. Now we got first and 25
but
again.
They have a 21-point lead.
First and 25. I remember what they did the last time they had this.
Yeah. Yes, they did. They threw it long to Mr. Wilkes, didn't they?
Yes, they sure did.
He'll go wide out to the right side. Hendricks is out there with him as a flanker. Hager and Martin come wide to the other side of the field. Gray in the gun and the snap. Under pressure. Hit. Nope. Missed the tackle and finally dragged down to the 49-yard line.
And the Smyrna people felt like we got in there a little late after he got to the ground. Of course, they're kind of protective of their quarterback.
Yes, they are. As they should be, I guess.
The fans over there rose to their feet and got a little excited.
Well, it's going to be second and still 18 or something. No, well, I don't think it's second 25 as the scoreboard shows. It's going to be second and about 19.
That's a half of the franchise, Coach.
Yeah. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field.
I'd say a little
with
more.
Wilkes isolated on D.J. Woods to the left side. And I'll guarantee you he will take on
bad snap.
High snap to Gray. Gray under pressure.
Look at this.
Threw it upfield for Wilkes, incomplete, and a big hit put on Gray back there by Spencer Swift. Is there a flag? Yes. No.
Wasn't one. He was asking for one. Smyrna folks are going to get a little upset here.
Well, when you scramble under pressure, you got to get ready to get hit.
That's exactly right. I've been noticing all night that their snaps to him have not been really good. They've been a little high. They've been a little floaters and everything. I don't know whether they have a center hurt or what, but when he's in shotgun, they have not had the best snaps in the world.
Now, I know they've got command of this football game right now, but I'm telling you, a good turnover here, and this Wave team could rise up.
That's exactly right. We could get back in it.
Here's pressure coming, and Gray out running to the right side, throwing it long up here, intended for Martin, and it's complete.
They give it to him.
They have given it to him
They
at
sure
the 22-yard line. First and 10 for the Dogs.
Our people did not feel like he had control of it before he went out of bounds. That was a big play made by Smyrna right there. He had to roll to his right and throw, and he laid it right in there. Nice little floater into him.
He stays cool, I'll say that for him.
He sure does. He's an impressive quarterback.
with good receivers.
Yes.
35-14, their lead. 35.9 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It's 1st and 10 for Smyrna at the Gallatin 23. They line it up in an I this time. Sanders, the tailback, cuts it right side. Big hit there by Tyler Reed. Got a yard or two.
You know, I wonder how this tailback from Smyrna feels being beat out by a freshman.
I don't know.
This is a senior tailback now that's running right now, and he stepped in behind a freshman, which you have to say a whole lot for this senior kid too.
You got to be a team player. That's tough
right.
teamwork there.
That's tough, but you got to have that. But this little number 3, he doesn't weigh, but they got him listed at 185, but he don't look that big.
We come to the end of the third quarter. 35-14. Smyrna leads Gallatin on 10-10 Sports.
Of course it's gross.
Stupid.
Nasty. Flat out lazy.
Ridiculous.
As we head to the fourth quarter, a 21-point Smyrna lead, 35-14. The Dogs with the ball. Gallatin had them backed up in a third and very, very long situation, and Gray worked his magic to Martin, the receiver. Now it is 2nd down and 9. They go draw play and hand it to the fullback, number 4. That is Brandon Hendricks, and there's no gain. In fact, a loss of 3 on the play. 3rd down and 13.
Well, they've backed themselves up in a hole again here as far as yardage. It's a big play they've got to make now.
I keep thinking of Hillwood down in Memphis years and years ago.
Yeah, don't bring that up.
You get them in 3rd, 25 is right where they wanted to be.
Yeah, that quarterback who went on to UT,
yeah.
I can't remember his name.
Became a great receiver.
Vince Moore.
Vince Moore. Oh, my gosh. That's a nightmare, Skip.
But that's where they wanted to be.
That's right.
Here's the snap to Gray. A high snap again. He controls it. Now will run it himself and be hit at the original line of scrimmage. About a 4-yard gain. Looked like Blake Blumenthal got him. Was it Blake? No, it was not. It was Tyler Reed.
The ball's going to be on about the 24-yard line, so they'll decide here if they want to kick a field goal or go for the first down.
I think they're
changing a lot of personnel.
Yeah. They're going for the field goal. Or are they? Bringing on the kicker, Chris Yoder.
And the quarterback also holds on the
Gray holds on the snaps. So it's a 40-yarder. We'll see. Yoder kicks. And good.
Good. 40 yards.
38-14. Smyrna leads with 10:25 remaining in the game on WHIM.
Each week, Coach
Woodard will tee it up and kick off for Smyrna following the field goal by Yoder from 40 yards. 38-14 your score. 10:25 remaining in the contest.
Looks like he's going to be kicking into a little wind, Skip.
Yeah. Here's the kick. Lengthy. And at the 1-yard line, it's Butler. 10, 15, 20. To the sideline, 25, 30. Cuts back inside, gives him a dipsy-doodle, and spins and gets to the 40-yard line. Now the 45. And thrown out of bounds finally at the 46-7-yard line. And another little melee in the sideline.
I tell you, when all that starts happening on the sideline, that's when people get hurt.
Yeah, it's
falling into people, and
it's a fire drill at that point.
it's take care of your life is what it is, because they're coming from every angle, and I tell you, Butler gave great effort on that punt kickoff return right there. He would not go down.
A holding penalty against the Wave on the kickoff return. They'll mark it from the 47.
All that extra effort.
Oh, no, they're going back to get the flag back at the 20. Oh, my goodness.
All that extra effort for nothing. And he really gave extra effort on that right there.
This sure enough going to be ugly.
It's the first penalty tonight against Gallatin.
Instead of the ball at the 47, the ball will be at the 10-yard line.
Oh, me.
Wow.
That's a reversal of field position, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Boy. O'Brien and Woods come wide to the right side. Looks like Maynard way out wide to the left. Devon Fields in motion. Handoff is Sanchez Holder, spun down at the 18-yard line. An 8-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 2. Tackle is made by Dion Meadows.
You know, we're soon about to run out of time here, Skip, as far as being able to win this ball game. We're going to have to make something happen here pretty quick if we got an opportunity to win the ball game.
Clyde Payne comes into the Wave offensive lineup now. He'll split out to the right side, as well as Zach O'Brien. Marco Wright slotted to the left, and Marco in motion. Whistles blow at the snap. Looks like procedure on the way. You look at number 59 in that defensive line, Calvin. Now, that's a young man-child out there.
Yeah, about 6'2", 260.
Yeah. And Ali Al-Hassan and, Dakota Woods.
Dakota Woods, and he's only a junior.
Yeah. And not flabby.
Nope.
Just built, you know. Here's the snap and the handoff holder trying to find his blockers and dancing in behind them. Dakota Woods knocks him down at the 29-yard line.
I know we're picking up some good yardage here. We're getting, about a 7-yard gain right there, but they don't really care.
No.
Smyrna doesn't really care just as long as they don't let them make the big play. Just make them grind it out here, take some time off the clock.
We talked even before the kickoff about Philip Shadowins, Coach Shadowins at Smyrna, and you having played with his father. But he's done his dues at Smyrna, and at one time, he had a tough road to hoe, and they were having some bad records, and there was talk through the mid-state of his position being tenuous, and he stuck with it.
He's weathered the hard times.
Yes, sir.
And it just goes to show you don't give up on anybody. You give them an opportunity.
State championship.
Right. Give them an opportunity to build. And you look on that sideline right now and see 80 players over there or more. It's impressive. Of course, nothing succeeds like success, Skip.
You are right. 3rd and 7 for the Wave now. With 9 minutes remaining in the game, Butler looking at a blitz, avoids the tackler, spins as he comes out of the melee and gets to the 31-yard line, but will not have a first down. It's going to be 4th and about 3 remaining, and so a punting situation under normal circumstances for the Wave. I can't see them going for it at this place on the field. Here comes the punt team.
No, if you go for it and don't make it, you're just almost self-assured that you've given the other team another touchdown at that position right there. This, at least you hope that they'll make a mistake or something and you can get the ball back.
So the sophomore James Satterfield will punt, receive the snap at his 18. Wilkes is deep, standing at his 31. Good snap. Kicks away to the sideline. Not a lengthy kick at all, and they will mark it probably out of bounds, short of midfield. Let's see where they're gonna go for it now at the 46-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 at the Gallatin 46 for the Bulldogs. What do you think Coach Shadowins will do right now, Coach?
I think he'll put it on the ground and run that clock out. That's what I think he'll do.
Let's see if I believe we've got a new quarterback, and we do.
Yeah.
This is number 7, Josh Woodard, and he's a pretty good one also. He is I believe Woodard is a junior or a senior. Senior,
yeah.
Isn't he?
Josh Woodard,
yeah.
10th grader.
He's a sophomore, I'm sorry. But a good-sized one.
This probably is a youngster who played against Brentwood Academy last week.
Woodard hands off to the tailback, number 3, to David Sanders, and Sanders scrambles and finally is brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we got a new score from White House. Final, Beach 13, White House 7. How could it be 9-6 and end up 13-7?
I don't know.
How'd they score a point in the second half?
I don't know. I don't know about that
half
one.
Half a safety?
We're going to have to check our information guy out.
Yes, we are.
You know our information guy.
Final, though, 13-7. Good ball game. Handoff this time to another running back
There's
for Smyrna. Johnson, the carrier.
Theirs got over pretty quick down there, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
We've got 7 minutes to go here in this one, 7 minutes and 10 seconds.
Low-scoring game, not much throwing, I bet.
Probably. That's what it sounds like anyhow.
7:02 remaining here. 38-14 the score. A 24-point Smyrna lead. Now we got 2 wideouts right, 1 left, an I formation with Woodard, the quarterback, under center for the Dogs. Johnson is the I back. Give it to the fullback, number 4.
Got a flag.
That's Hendricks, and a flag thrown at the point of the tackle.
Little trap right up the middle.
Could be a hold on a block.
Tackle made by Rickman and Reed. Flag on the play.
Cut block, said the official. A chop block, I guess, is what he meant. But
yeah, probably so.
So it's a 10-yard penalty.
See another good-looking lineman in there, 6'2", 280 on this offensive line for them. Tyler Eddy.
Yeah, he's played all night.
6'2", 280, 11th grader.
Yeah,
That's
the well
nice.
is not going to go dry with the graduation of Wilkes and Gray, you know.
No, I don't believe it is either from the way it looks. Some good looking.
And some of the guys out there right now are there to prove that.
Yes.
So Woodard, Woodard under center. Twin receivers to the right, single receiver left. Handoff is to Johnson, the tailback. Dragged down by the jersey from behind by Gallatin's Sanchez Holder. 6 minutes remaining in our contest.
This is the type of games right here, though, Skip, where you really help make next year's team. When you start getting in these people that are not starters, and they get in the ball game and they get some reps out there in front of the crowd, in front of people and everything, it builds their confidence and gives them playing experience.
Absolutely. Here is their first punt of the night. Punter is Sonny Gray, the quarterback. And kicks it to the right side, and where there is no punt returner over there, and ball will be down at the 11 or 12-yard line. Good punt, effective.
Yes, did exactly what he wanted him to do. No return on it, just kicked it, kind of lobbed it down the field, let it roll out to the right side over there. But and that's one of the things I think that's probably hurting Gallatin this year as much as anything, is they had so many seniors last year that when they got an opportunities to play their younger players, they didn't get to play them.
Right.
They had to play seniors because they had been on the team the whole time, and you respect them for that. So your seniors were backing up seniors.
And the new quarterback.
Cody Matthews is the quarterback for the Green Wave. Matthews hands off to the running back, Holder, for a gain of about 2 to 3 yards, short of the 15. Nick Richardson made the tackle for the Dogs. 5 minutes and 5 seconds left in the ball game. Here into the game lineup for the Green Wave is Enriquez Perry for Devon Fields, and now for Sanchez Holder. So Holder will get a breather, who's gone both offensively and defensively all night. And Enriquez Perry is the tailback, beside Cody Matthews in the shotgun. Snap to Cody.
Oh,
ball loose, and Smyrna recovers it. And it could be Richardson again. It is not. It is the Bulldogs' ball, first and goal or 10. It'll be first and 10 at the 11. Craig made the recovery.
That ball bounced right up in the air. I mean, it bounced up in the air before it hit the ground, and you could see it in just a matter of whether they're going to pick it up and run it in or fall on it, and they fell on it.
DeAndre Ray on the sideline with a huge ice pack on the injured knee he suffered the previous period. That's your fourth quarter Southern Sports sideline report.
Thanks very much, Bobby. Just remind everybody, you don't have to live with joint pain anymore. Call 452-3320 for Southern Sports Medicine Institute on Hartsville Pike. Handoff to a new running back for the Dogs. Goes untouched to the end zone. That is number 34, Don Johnson.
The 180-pound junior.
Yeah.
And don't think he's not excited right now. Gets his opportunity to get in there and play and scores a touchdown.
And got another year to try to beat out that freshman.
He might end up being that fullback next year.
He could well be just
and
that.
that little freshman right behind him. We hadn't seen that little freshman this second half.
No, we have
third or fourth quarter. Something may be wrong with him. He may be hurt.
Yoder will attempt the point after. It's 44-14. The point after attempt is up and is good. 45-14 with 4:29 remaining on WHIN Radio Sport.
When you're parked at the store and someone smashes your door, there's a thumper on your bumper and the wheels won't go. There's a simple solution, your collision decision. Call Accurate Auto.
Well, you hear the Green Wave Pride of the band over there doing the tom-tom chant.
I tell you what, they put on a great halftime show tonight.
They sure did. They were great.
Yes,
Don't forget, folks, tomorrow, 10 o'clock is the start of the cruising show in the high school parking lot. Concessions, restrooms, food, music, classic cars, tractors, antique tractors and antique cars are there. Make sure you get out and enjoy it. Here's a kick by Yoder to the end zone now. He got a foot in that one.
So a couple of yards deep in the end zone. I was noticing down there on the sideline, I see the ancient Gallatin bus driver that carries them to all the football games. Bud Holder down there taking all this in.
So the ball at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. We're going to see a new lineup for the Green Wave right now.
Bud down there, I think, talking to Dr. Dyer.
Yeah.
He'll teach Dr. Dyer a few things.
Daniel Fields is in the line right now, and number 51 will snap the ball for the Green Wave. We'll get that. Here's Cody Matthews, hands off Enriquez Perry, cuts once, makes a good gain out across the 28, now near the 30-yard line. He ran hard, Calvin.
Yes, he did. Gave good effort. Juked a couple of them there, too. Give him a little shoulder move and got by a couple of tacklers there. Picked up a first down.
Jake McDowell moved from guard to center. He's the backup center, so we're seeing some backup players in for the Wave right now, getting also some valuable experience, Calvin.
Right. Both sides of the ball now have got several backup players in there.
Clean jerseys out there. McDowell, shotgun snap coming to Matthews. Two backs beside him, Fields and Perry. Fields gets it left side, more of a power back than Perry. And Fields powers for 6 yards to the 36-yard line. 3:40 left in the game. We're going to go into the heart of the district, or the regional campaign, 2-3 on the year and 2-0 in the region with all regional games left, Coach.
Well, I'll tell you what, and I think we stand a good chance of going on and winning that region too.
Yes.
I really do. I think we can. I think we can hold our own in our region, and we've played some good competition out of the region, which I think will make us a better football team.
Matthews, the snap, the fake. Now he'll keep it himself and get a First State Bank first down across the 41-yard line. Cody Matthews, a sophomore quarterback and a starter in the defensive secondary. Willis made the stop. 3:13 remaining in the ball game. Our coach's breakfast comes your way at 7:30 tomorrow morning from Chick-fil-A. Come up and join us. We'll have scoreboard shows at 6:05 and 7:20 tomorrow morning. The Gallatin Smyrna replay is on the air at 8:30. And we'll have the Westmoreland Allen County replay following the Gallatin replay. Snap to Matthews. His running back wasn't there. He'll keep it himself. Break one, now 2 tackles, and get to midfield.
Yeah, he reached out to hand off, and there was nobody to hand off to, Skip.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen when you get a lot of these youngsters in here playing. I was just noticing several of Smyrna players going in and off the field. A couple of them are little, very, very short people.
Yeah.
Not very high in stature.
2nd down and 4 for the Green Wave now. Devon Fields and Enriquez Perry are split backs on each side of Shotgun quarterback Cody Matthews. Matthews fakes and keeps it himself. Left side, has a First State Bank first down, and more to the sidelines and breaks another tackle.
Won't go down.
Will not go down as at the 34-yard line, finally driven back.
And about 9 of the Smyrna players are on him.
I didn't know if he was trying to score or run the clock out.
I don't know what he's trying to do. He ran to the left, and then he come back towards the center, and when he did, he met the entire team, Smyrna football team.
Our post-game tonight will include Greg with the scoring rundown. Bobby talks with Coach Laster, and Greg will have the stats on the night. We're back here next week for Antioch and the first of 5 straight region games. It's homecoming next week also. Then we go on the road after the Antioch game for a couple and are coming back home to wrap it up. Low snap to Matthews, who gets on top of it. Good move.
Yep, that one did help any right there.
And Skip, following the Antioch game, we will have a rare Thursday night game with Overton.
That's right. We are on the road at Overton, and that's the night Coach Short won't be with us, you know, Bobby. He got a date that night.
Yeah.
Thursday night.
Thursday night.
He said it's important to have a romantic meal for he and Marie each week. He takes his on Thursday, and she takes hers on Saturday.
That's right. Bobby and I, these away ball games costing Bobby and I a fortune, Skip.
I'm going to try to help that little program. 3rd down and 14. He wouldn't put me pressure on me on the air, would he, Bobby?
I didn't think about it that way. I was just making comments.
Now it's 3rd and 14 with 51 seconds remaining in the contest.
And they won't go to McDonald's.
Oh, no, I know that.
They won't go to a McDonald's.
Here's Matthews rolling right. Throwing upfield. Incomplete. Intended for Devon Fields.
Yeah, just a little bit high.
Yeah.
He rolled out to his right and had plenty of time to throw the ball and threw it in there, but just a little bit high.
Well, that'll stop the clock with 46 seconds left. Bobby, we got Overton on Thursday night. That's October 11th or 12th, I believe. Where do we go after that? Are we on the road again for 2 weeks?
To Hunter's Lane.
That's right. And then come back for Hendersonville and
finish out with McGavock.
You're right.
This Matthews kid, he's only a sophomore.
He's a sophomore.
Yeah, promising sophomore.
4th and 14.
Looking pretty good.
And sacked at the 41. That'll be a change of possession with 38 seconds left, and Coach Shadowins can, if he wants, instruct his team to take a knee.
And I'm sure that's what he'll do. Officials will ring this. They'll start this clock here. As soon as they get it set, they're going to start it. They'll have time to take knee, one play, and this ball game will be over with.
So Woodard, the quarterback, the sophomore, will come out. Gallatin gets a defensive lineman in there, Josh Reed, in the ball game. Woodard under center with 38 seconds. Hands off to the tailback. And I think that's Sanders, I believe it is.
Yes, and I think that'll be the last play because
could be.
Fisher won't start it till it's 24 seconds. Yeah, that's the last play.
Yeah. No need to snap it again.
Nope. Now it's time to shake hands, say good ball game, and good luck next week, and let's move on to the next one.
It's been a relatively penalty-free ball game.
It really has. Cleanly played ball game. Got a little ruckus there going one time over there a little bit. Other than that, it's just been a good, hard-hitting football game.
Final score, 45-14. Smyrna comes to Gallatin to capture their 4th win of the season against 2 losses. The Green Wave takes their 3rd loss of the season with 2 wins already, but their 2 wins are their regional wins. 45-14 the final. Calvin? Now you got to go down Murderer's Row and you got to win.
Gallatin.
Right, you're in your region, you're back in your region now, and I think these games out of region are going to help Gallatin, but I think it's going to show them also the kind of football they're going to have to play once they get out of this region, provided they make it to the playoffs, and I think that they will, and have to raise the level of our play.